Hey gamers, today we're going to be opening up the Magic the Gathering Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Beyond Universes uh, bundle box here. Um, so it's going to have a lot of stuff. Excuse my playmat here. You can ignore this Final Fantasy part. I know it's not Final Fantasy. But yeah, this is Ninja Turtles. And lately I've been really getting into collecting this um, booster set or whatever, or this, yeah. And I even bought like collector booster packs, and my hits were pretty good. I didn't open it uh on the camera because I opened it when I was at my locals, and it was just a spontaneous thing that I did. But just to show you guys, I pulled this doubling season for my second pack. Let me show that off here. So I already have it in a top loader. This basically features the Turtles in their first issue comic book cover. And doubling season is just a well-known Magic card that doubles, I guess, creatures that you have, or tokens that might be put on. I don't know. I didn't really read the enchantment card, but I hear it's pretty good. And then the other thing that I pulled from my first pack was this alternate, I guess, art super shredder. Um, it's really cool looking. I know there's terrible glare here. Um, I could take it out, but you know what? I want to keep it pristine, so I'm just gonna leave it hit. And but you can see reflection of my camera there. Ignore that, please. So let's see if we can get it looking good, or as best as we can. So yeah, so this is really cool looking card. Really happy with it, honestly. I think it does some really cool stuff, from what I understand. So it's a good card. I checked the price on it. I definitely made my money back there, but it's only making money back if you actually, you know, sell it, which isn't gonna happen because we're here to collect things. Anyways, so we have this Turtles bundle. Let's see if we could get this to focus. Yeah, you can kind of read that. Let's focus on my hand. Focus on the box. Focus on the packs. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, we have this Turtles box. Comes with all these packs. There's what 9 packs, 14 cards on each. Comes with some traditional foil lands, rooftop basic lands too. Or I guess those are the traditional foils. And so you don't get the pizza ones. I think pizzas are exclusive to the collector's edition booster packs that you open. But yeah, we get this cool box in the shape of the turtle van. We have this ooze looking D20, and then we have this promo box or promo card of Shark Shredder Killer Clone. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. All right, so let's get opening to this, or get yeah. I mean, look how cool that is. If you're not a Turtles fan, why aren't you? Like, they're cool, they're relatable, sort of. I mean, we're not turtles, I know, but like, hey, it's like they're teenagers. If you're a teenager, you can relate. They're going through stuff. Probably not the same stuff as normal teenagers because they're turtles and are like kind of like outcast by society. But hey, maybe you're outcast by society, and you know, that might be really sucky. Like we have this cool poster thing. It's really cool. We got Raphael there, my favorite turtle, and we have our turtle van bundle box. This is pretty cool. Like you see the turtles here on the side. See the front of the turtle van. You see the other two turtles here, Raphael and Donatello. And we got the back. This is very cool design. I like it. I like it a lot. It shows a lot of stuff. Anyways, so here's our box. We have these pop out dividers. We have our pop out one by one or one plus one tokens. We have our little what status little things too for poison. If you play Pokemon or any card game, you have these to represent poisoning and any other effects. And then we have Krang as our other divider. It is really cool. So we have this D20 die. It looks pretty cool. We got the turtle's face as the 20. It's got this really nice, like, kind of green ooze shimmer type of look to it. I don't know if it comes on the camera very well, but it looks really nice. I like it. Anyways, we have our lands here. We can open this up. I think these are really cool because we got the turtles kind of jumping on rooftops and whatnot. Kind of like how the Spider-Mans like kind of have like the hero's silhouette. So that's really cool. So we can take a look at all these. So these are the non-foil ones right now, and the foil ones are behind all these non-foils. Here's our swamp. It's basically um what river is that? Brooklyn River? I don't know. I don't know New York very well. Mountains, I guess this is the landscapes, We have forests, like um what rooftop gardens, basically. And then we have our regular lands. So we have our plains, some pizzeria, streets of New York City. We have the Brooklyn Bridge for our island, or Staten Island, probably. That's probably what it was. We have swamps. This is basically the sewers for our swamp lands. Mountains. It's just rooftops, it's just buildings. They're kind of like mountains. I would recommend climbing, though. Forest. Basically, it's just Central Park, I think. And then you have your instructions. Cool. Okay. So I guess these are not the foils. These are just non-foils. Foils are probably in here. So we'll open this up. So these are really cool. So basically the same thing, but oh yeah, forgot. We have a promo too. We have our Shark Shredder Killer Clone Creature promo. He's a legendary creature, Shark Octopus Ninja. It's a 2 non-color and 2 black to pay for him. It's got Sneak, which is 3 non-color and 2 black. Yeah, it's first strike. Its ability is whenever Shark Shredder deals combat damage to a player, put up to 1 target creature card from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. It enters tapped and attacking that player. Okay, so basically, kind of reminds me of Lightning from Final Fantasy TCG, where basically when she attacks, she brings in another forward, and it's attacking along with her. So this is kind of the same thing, but you're actually taking your opponent's creature, and then it's basically attacking your opponent directly. Yeah, put up to 1 target creature card from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Oh, so it could be even your own creatures. So it's not just your opponents, but they got to be from the graveyard. So that's a pretty cool effect. I actually like it a lot. It's disgusting if you could give this guy haste. It's pretty good. All right, and so here are our foil lands. I don't know if you can see the shimmering on this slightly, but yeah, it's very cool. It's very much the same thing as we saw just a few minutes ago, but they're shiny, so those are cool. All right, so we have our 9 packs. We got Mikey and Krang on this one. We got April and Donnie. On this one, we got Leo and Raph on this one. And those are the variations of packs that we have in here. Okay. And then we have our little security card thingy. All right. So let's open this here. I'll put the turtle box here so that we know, or you can know that this is about Ninja Turtles, not Final Fantasy. Yeah, seems smart. At least, I think it's smart. And then we'll put those cards there. Perfect. Right here. Put this in the camera. And our D20. It's roll evens. It is not evens. That's a 1. Ugh. All right, let's open our first pack out of what? What did I say? 9. This looks, yeah, 9 packs. All right, so we have a mutant here as our token. You can see that. And mutagen on the back or front, however you want to look at it. All right, so here we go. Ragamuffin Raptor, Hamato Guardian Stance, so that's Splinter, because he's Hamato Yoshi. Manho Missile, Stockman Madfly Scientist, very cool. So Baxter Stockman. Cowabunga, I think this is a pretty fun card, Cowabunga. Sounds fun. Zoo Escapees, that's supposed to be what Rocksteady and Bebop before they turned into like man animals. EPF Point Squad, Splitter, Hamato Yoshi, Featherbrain Filcher. This is kind of like the pigeon in Marvel's Spider-Man Beyond Universes set. Does basically the same thing, I think. Tainted Treats. It's ooze donuts. Kind of gross looking, to be honest. Jenica, Bad Apple Big Sister. Krang and Shredder. It's like a team-up creature. There's a lot of those in the set. And we have Hamato Guardian Stance as our foil. And then we have a foil planes, which we already have. But that's cool too. All right, first pack opened. Okay. Saw a lot of cool stuff there. A lot of Splinter things. Because we got 2 of the same card. 1 foil, 1 non-foil. Crustacean Commando. Primordial Pachyderm. Eastwind Avatar. Mouse Foundry. I think we've seen this in prior videos. Sewer Valence Cam. That looks like a Donnie invention. EPF Point Squad, we just saw that. Foot Mystic. Karai, Future of the Foot. Mona Lisa, Science Geek. Raphael, Tough Turtle. Kind of wish they didn't make him like such a brute. I mean, I understand that's his character, but not in the 90s cartoon or 80s cartoon. It was more of a wisecracking, sarcastic kind of guy. And we got Mikey and Don, Party Planners. So this is like from the, back in the 90s, they had this like rock and roll concert thing. You can look it up on YouTube. It's kind of silly. They had their own like rock and roll album too. So it was something else. They used one of the tracks for the Turtles in Time arcade game. If you ever watched the pre-roll or the like what um well what do you call it? I don't know, idle scene. When you don't put a when you're not playing the game, it just plays that music. And then we have Bebop and Rocksteady. So this is like a borderless card. It's very cool looking. We got Mind Transfer Protocol. So Donnie turning into what, Metalhead? Like they put his brain into it. Very scary, to be honest. Scary thought. Another Planeswalker. Then we have our food and a robot token. Oh, this is pretty fun. Yeah. That was cool as opening collector boosters, not gonna lie. Insect foil or insect warrior, I mean. Sorry. I'm just like so focused on wanting to get like foils here. And we got a food token. But we got some pretty cool cards. Like we got some turtles already. They say it's like a turtle in every pack. Nice. I don't know. That's what it said on like the booster box, I think. I think someone like made a video about that. Like, why? How do you get the turtles in there? Make your move. Manhole missile. Rocksteady, Crash Courser. That's cool. Rokusaki, Shredder Rising. So this is before he became the Shredder. Grounded for life. Because teenagers, turtle teenagers get grounded too. Nobody. Journal Trag. Head of Stone, or Heart of Stone. Spinner Hermano Yoshi once more. Featherbrain Fletcher. Donatello Turtle Techie. We got Brainstorm. Woo! Look at that. It's one of the legacy cards. Instant. Draw 3 cards and put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. So basically, you redraw the cards that you had in your hand at some point. That's very cool. Raphael's Technique. There's a lot of these Technique instant cards. They do different things. This one, each player may discard their hand and draw 7 new cards. So basically, what do you call it? Hand destruction type of thing. If you ever play Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, you know, when I was in high school back in the day when they only had like what 3-4 sets out at the time. Super old. And I was a poor high schooler, not able to afford any cards. So, yeah, I just bought the starter deck and 3 booster packs, and then that was basically all I could play with. And I think it's a lot harder for like a lot of people wanting to get into Pokemon, or a lot of high schoolers wanting to get into Pokemon, or just kids in general, because it's so hard to find product, or the product's expensive. So you don't ever get to see any of them play. You would see a lot of, adult kids playing at locals, mostly. Unless the parents, share their cards with the kids, and then their kids can have their fun too. We got Shredder, Unrelenting. It's pretty looking cool card. I just wanted to stop there so I could just mention that card because it was Shredder. New Generation Technique. Casey Jones. Whew. Jury Rig Justicer. Sometimes English language isn't really great, but cool. All right, cool. I got one of the baby turtles. So this is when Shredder like created a device to turn the turtles into like little kids. So here's Michelangelo, Mutant BFF. Very cool. Crying and having his pizza. Very cool. I love it. Speaking of Michelangelo, he's Michelangelo's technique. Look, another Michelangelo card. Michelangelo Game Master. And this pack's all about Mikey. And a force to go along with it. Yeah. Very cool. I think this should go here, yeah. Yeah, I feel like Mikey's like so prolific or prevalent in this game or in this set just because, I don't know, every time I open anything, there's like a Mikey card or it's like very Mikey focused. So it's like, yeah, they want you, or they want me specifically to build a Mikey deck or something. You know? I mean, spoilers, if you didn't know already, he is the Ronin turtle. You kind of learn about that in like issue 2 of Ronin, the comic book. I highly recommend it. It's a very good comic book if you want to learn about the turtles after they defeat Shredder and see what happens to them. I mean, it's just like a, interpretation of what happens to them in the future. But I don't know. Some people will say it's continuitous, at least with the IDW, maybe. I don't know. We don't see Jenica in there, I don't think. And if you didn't know, Jenica is the 5th turtle in the comic books. We saw like a card of her earlier. Leonardo, Leader in Blue. These are uncommon. And then we got Cool But Rude. Haha, that's a Raphael card for sure. Look at him throwing pizza at a foot soldier. Love it. Guac and marshmallow pizza. Have you guys ever tried that? I probably wouldn't recommend it. It's not doesn't sound appetizing. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Checking the video. Be sure everything's okay. Alright. We got a what? Sorry. We got a ninja. There's a foot soldier. Check that out. And then we have more mutagen. There's a lot of mutagen tokens here. We got Zog, Tricerton, Castaway. Mutant Chain Reaction. That's a reference to the 2010 Turtles. Living underground. Mutant Chain Reaction. It's a shit of a town. Sorry, I know. I'm not much of a singer, okay? I just remember the words. It's very catchy of a show or a theme song. I mean, it's not as catchy as the original, but yeah. Action News Crew. That's the Channel 6 crew. I return to the sewers. Nobody. We got Future Pals again. Tainted Treats. Ray Filet. Man Ray. Brilliance Unleashed. That's our uncommon. We got Mikey. Keymaster. Broadcast Takeover. And we have Punk Frogs as our foil. And Dimension X as our land. So what do you guys think about the new set here? Does this make you want to like play Magic? I mean, a lot of people say it's like the best game ever. Me, I don't feel that way, but definitely could use some improvements, like anything in life. Alright, our Model Guardian stance. Yeah, so yeah, Magic. I mean, every time I play Magic, it doesn't really feel that great because you're so like reliant and dependent on having lands. Because if you don't have lands, if you don't draw into them, you get, I don't know, you can't play anything. You're stuck doing nothing for a turn or something until you do get a land. Then you play it, and you gotta wait a turn for it to untap, and then now you can actually use it to generate mana to play things. It's just there's a lot of waiting, and I think the game could definitely use an improvement with that. I mean, they try to fix it, but I don't know. For someone that is new to Magic, you're gonna feel like you're gonna be not doing anything for a couple turns. Anyways, we got this Foot Ninjas borderless card. It's a creature, human ninja. It's got sneak. Whenever this creature enters, you gain 3 life. It's a 5/5. It's pretty strong, but it's very expensive. Kind of cool. And then we have our Lessons from Life sorcery card here. It's an uncommon. Spicy oatmeal pizza. Okay, this sounds a lot better than that, I don't know, guac and marshmallow pizza. It's like, it looks a bit more appetizing. Still, like you wouldn't want to see oatmeal on it, but the spiciness sounds pretty good. Everything pizza. I mean, if it's like a supreme pizza, sure. If it's like, looks like there's jelly beans in this, then I don't know. Teenagers, I gotta pass on that one. It's Raphael, Leonardo's Technique, Westwind Avatar. Oh, this looks a little different. Yeah, it's like the. Is it different? Hold up. Gotta check. Anyway, it's a foil. Same thing with this swamp here. Westwind Avatar. Pretty sure we pulled that card. Or is it like some other wind? Because there's like Northwind Avatar too, I think. Southwind. Maybe it was Northwind that we pulled earlier. Because I do remember it having wings instead. It doesn't look like a jungle animal. Yeah. Yeah. Too much work. Right. Pack number 8. And then we have our last pack after this. Cool. Nothing too mind blowing in these packs. Pull rate's pretty mid. I think I'm more addicted to the collected boosters. They seem more worth it. Here's a rat. He's in a kung fu stance or a karate stance of some kind. Look, it's not a mutagen, it's a copy. Wonderful. Bot bashing time. Heck yeah. Shredder's Revenge. Tenderize. Pro Neo. Kunoichi Trainee. No group biological assets. Mutant Town Musician or Musician. Ice Cream Kitty. Henchbots. Courier of Commenstables. Dream Beavers. That's kind of weird. Donatello Turtle Techie. Turtle Van. Heck yeah. Bot bashing time. And we have a swamp. Not foil. Alright, last pack. We got a mutant token and mutagen, of course. Of course, it's always mutagen. Crustacean Commando. Hopefully we get something good here. Because, I don't know. Doesn't seem like we got anything too amazing except for that, Kid Mikey card. I think that was the coolest thing we pulled from here. I'm not really looking at the effects. I'm sure the effects are okay. Last Ronin Technique. I think this one's supposed to be pretty good. Shredder's Technique. The neutrinos. Oh, love it. I used to not like the neutrinos, and now I'm like, I dig them. They're cool. Sorry. They're frozen. not cool, not just cool. They're frozen, as they would like to say. Madame No, Power Broker. And then we got Sewers of Valence as our foil, and we have Illegitimate Business as our land. All right, so that is it for today. Let's see what our polls here. And we got some pretty cool like borderless cards. We got this Lessons from Life card, which is not a borderless, but we have the Shredder's Technique. We have this Foot Ninjas. We have this Uncommon Brilliance Unleashed, which is not a borderless, but it is an uncommon still. We have Leonardo Leader in blue, uncommon. And we have our cool Kid Mikey, Mutant BFF. Ugh, I love this. It was like they got the like art right here because like it was so much like the cartoon back in the 80s. And it's more like the comic book style of Eastman Laird. And then we have our Brainstorm, which is our legacy card. I guess that's pretty good. I mean, it is a mythical card because we see the M there. Yeah, it's a pretty cool looking card. And then we got Bebop and Rocksteady, borderless card. Yeah, reminiscent of the cartoon, just because of how Rocksteady is dressed. Very cool. No references to any of the video games this time. I feel like last time we like opened Turtles, like there were a lot of references to the video game. I'm like, do these guys like not know about Turtles? Do they only know it through the video game? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll open more cards in the near future. So have a good rest of the week, guys. Laters.